Hello everyone, and welcome back. In our previous lesson, we learned how websites work, from the moment you type a web address into your browser until the web page appears on your screen. Today is an exciting day because we're going to prepare our computer for coding. Every professional programmer needs a place to write code. Just like a writer needs a notebook and an artist needs a canvas, programmers need a code editor. Today, we're going to install one of the world's most popular code editors. It's called Visual Studio Code, or simply VS Code. Millions of developers around the world use VS Code every day to build websites, apps, games, and even artificial intelligence. The best part? It's completely free. By the end of this lesson, you'll have VS Code installed and ready to build your very first website. Let's begin. What is VS Code? So, what exactly is Visual Studio Code? Visual Studio Code is a powerful program that allows you to write, edit, organize, and run your code. Think of it as a digital notebook specially designed for programmers. Unlike a regular text editor, VS Code understands programming languages and provides helpful tools that make coding easier and faster. For example, it can highlight different parts of your code with colors, suggest code as you type, help you find mistakes, organize your project files, let you preview your website instantly. These features make coding much more enjoyable. Okay, now, downloading VS Code. Now let's install it. Open your favorite web browser. In the search bar, type Visual Studio Code, or visit the official Visual Studio Code website. When the page opens, you'll see a large download button. VS Code automatically detects whether you're using Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. Simply click the download button for your operating system. The download may take a few moments depending on your internet speed. While it's downloading, remember that VS Code is trusted by millions of developers and is completely free to use. Okay, now installing VS Code. VS Code. Once the download is complete, locate the installer file. Double-click it to begin the installation. Follow the setup wizard by clicking Next until you reach the installation page. Accept the license agreement if prompted. Leave the default settings unless you have a specific reason to change them. Click Install. Wait a few moments while VS Code installs. Once the installation is complete, click Finish. Congratulations! You now have one of the best coding editors in the world installed on your computer. Opening VS Code. Let's open VS Code for the first time. When it starts, you'll see a clean and modern interface. Don't worry if it looks unfamiliar. We'll learn everything step by step. On the left side, you'll notice a vertical toolbar. This contains important sections like Explorer, Search, Source Control, Run and Debug, Extensions. The largest area in the middle is called the Editor. This is where you'll write your code. At the bottom, you'll see the terminal, which developers use to run commands. As you continue learning, these sections will become very familiar. Creating your first project. Now it's time to create your first coding project. Click File. Then choose Open Folder. Create a new folder. Let's call it
My first website. Click Select Folder or Open. Your project is now ready. Inside the Explorer panel, you'll see your new project folder. This is where all the files for your website will be stored. Creating your first files. Every website usually begins with 3 important files. Let's create them. First, create a new file named index.html. This file will contain the structure of your website. Next, create another file named style.css. This file will control the colors, fonts, spacing, and overall appearance of your website. Finally, create one more file named script.js. This file will add interaction and make your website respond to user actions. Great job! You now have the 3 essential files used in most websites. Installing Live Server. Next, let's install an incredibly useful extension called Live Server. On the left side of VS Code, click the Extensions icon. In the search box, type Live Server. Click Install.
Live Server lets you open your website in a browser and automatically refresh it whenever you save your changes. That means you won't need to refresh your browser manually every time you edit your code. It saves time and makes learning much easier. Okay, running your first website. Now let's see your project in action. Open index.html. Type a simple HTML page, or leave it ready for our next lesson. Right-click inside the editor. Choose Open with Live Server. Your default web browser opens automatically. Congratulations! Even if your page is blank, you've successfully launched your first website project. That's a huge milestone. Okay, quick review. Let's review what we learned today. Today, you learned what Visual Studio Code is, why programmers use VS Code, how to download and install it, how to create your first project folder, how to create the 3 essential website files, index.html, style.css, and script.js, how to install the Live Server extension, how to launch your website in a browser. Excellent work. Okay, looking ahead. In our next lesson, we'll begin writing our very first HTML code. You'll discover how to create headings, paragraphs, and the basic structure of a real web page. You'll finally write your first lines of code and watch your website come to life. I can't wait to see you there. Thank you for learning with me today. Keep practicing, stay curious, and remember, every professional developer started by installing their first code editor, just like you did today. See you in lesson 4. Happy coding!